Good afternoon and welcome to this week's BizSmart Lunch and Learn webinar. Our weekly webinars are aimed to provide advice and share key knowledge on business topics and specialist areas. And our host today is BizSmart Select member Ralph Webb from Sales, Print and Design. Before we start the webinar, can I ask you to use the question mark function on your screen to post any questions that you may have for Ralph, and he will do his best to answer them all at the end of the session. Okay, thank you, Ralph. Over to you.
Thanks, Caroline, and good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ralph Webb, and my business is Sales, Print, Design, and I have been involved in the printing industry all of my life, and that's over 30 years of experience. And in that time, I've obviously seen quite a lot of good marketing material, and I've seen some awful stuff as well along the way. It's vital for companies, especially these days with competitive situations, for clients to have very, very visible marketing material, and this is over such a wide range of products that I can't really cover it in a webinar, but I think really it's a case of having your eyes open so that you can actually have a thought and open up your ideas to ideas for your marketing material going forward. So I'm just going to briefly go through some products that are available and then discuss those, and then maybe this will give you some hints and tips for your own marketing material. So the first item that we're going to discuss this afternoon is the business card. So everybody really that is in business needs to have a business card, and there's obviously certain types and varieties of business cards that are available for people to have, and some of them are really nice quality, matte laminated, super thick and very nice quality. And I think that that is the important thing for today's message, that if you are going to have any marketing material, go for quality. Don't skimp and have cheap and nasty stuff. For example, if you did decide to get some cards from Vistaprint, for example, they come out to you and there you are, you've got your first set of cards and you hand them out, and they're really nasty, thin, freebie things, and just got to look at that product that you're handing out to your clients or prospective clients, and what sort of message is it going to give to them about you and your business. If you're going to do a run of any product, really, I think the important thing is quality, and that can't be stressed enough. Lots of items are available, and I think one of my personal favorites is a calendar. This is a great visibility item for you to give out to your clients every year. There's lots and lots of variety available. Ones that hang on the walls, there's ones that sit on desks, wire-bound samples, and I think it's a great opportunity for you to have your name in front of your client all year round. Every time your client goes into his office, he's staring at your name or your brand every day of his working life. And I think that that really is a great advertisement for you, that is a cost-effective way of having very high visibility. I think the important thing also is that it's important that you take the time to decide which product you're going to go for in respect of calendars, and then get them ordered up nice and early, get them distributed nice and early as well, in good time, so that you have got a situation that everyone can open them up on the 1st of January or 3rd of January and start using them straight away. This is another great visibility item. The humble post-it note. Who doesn't like using a post-it note? They're great even in the home, on the fridge door, if you've got little ones that you've got to remind yourself for home use as well. But again, another very cost-effective way of having your name in front of your client on his desk, his or her desk, all year round. A couple of pieces of advice here. If you are going to have a post-it note, I think it's always good to keep your logo nicely tight in the corner and your strap line right along the bottom, neatly placed to maximize the usage of the product. I've seen very nice post-it notes done, super quality. They've got the client's logo big and bold right in the middle, and a ghosted logo as well in the background. And of course the actual post-it note is virtually unusable. So just a word of warning, make sure that you use your artwork to the best ability, so there's plenty of room to write on them and use them. Now we move on to something which is slightly different for certainly my background, which was good old-fashioned forms and printing products. But certainly one of the items that is very popular nowadays is a promotional pen. These again are good value for money and are great if you're having to go to exhibitions and have an item where you want to be able to give something away quite freely, and they are quite cost effective for that type of exhibition or marketing type material where you're actually handing them out as opposed to posting them accordingly. As I put in my webinar there, one word of warning: if you do decide to order some pens, it will pay you to go up in quality. There's nothing quite like a nasty one that falls apart or leaks in your client's best suit pocket. And again, it says something about your quality of your business. If your pen that you're handing out doesn't work, do you work? It's a flash of the blinding obvious, really. So it's important, as I say, to just spend a little bit more money and have a really nice product that you can use. The item that I've shown there is a product, a pen which is a contour pen, and you can actually see they've maximized the print area there. They've gone for a reversed out print on a purple solid background, and that is a possibility that can be used. Also, you could have a nicer pen, but just instead of having the full color print, reduce the amount of print, just have a simple black or a white print on a colored pen, and that would reduce your cost accordingly. But as I say, it's the quality of the pen that's important. Another item that is again used particularly in exhibitions and networking events is the pop-up banner, and this can also be used as a banner stand as well, and enlarged to make a large banner stand with a plinth in front. But the pop-up banner really is a necessity. It's great to have one that's in a case in the back of your car that is an instant roll-up advertisement for you to promote your business. These have, over the last 3 or 4 years, really improved in quality, but again there are some nasty ones about, and in my opinion the ones with the swing out feet don't really have the rigidity that the ones with the that have a cassette type effect to enclose everything at the bottom. Those are much better. So once again, it's quality that's important, and pay that little bit extra and have some really nice artwork done, and then think about what you want to put on your promotional item, and then you've got it in your case in the back of your car ready to go. Okay, So here's something a little bit lighter. Merry Christmas, everybody. Guess what? Every year on the 25th of December, it's Christmas. And it's quite surprising how, unfortunately, it does have this habit of rolling round very quickly. All of a sudden, after bonfire night, it's a stark realisation that it's looming around the corner. And love it or hate it, it's a very popular opportunity to incorporate corporate Christmas cards as a way of, again, having visibility with your clients at what is a very important time of year for all of us. I think the Christmas card, in my opinion, the Christmas card marketplace has actually come back a bit stronger in the last few years. There was certainly when the emails came out that everybody decided that they were going to send an email message and a donation to charity. But I think that's really sort of a cop-out, really. And I think it's really nice if you send your clients a really nice card. And of course, the popular brands that are offered now, the national brands, generally will have a charity attributed to them, so you can choose which of your preferred charity you can give to. So you've also got that feel-good factor, not only for yourself, but it's written on the inside of the card so that your clients know that you have contributed to charity as well. And once again, it's always a good idea to get these ordered promptly. As I say, it is an extremely busy time of year for everybody in business and personally. So once again, get them ordered up. It doesn't matter if they are ordered in October and they're sat in the corner, and they can be ready to go at a moment's notice. And that way, as I say, you've taken the stress out of what is a very, very busy time of year. Another item in the news this week is Mailshots. Only last week the government has spent £9 million on mailing voters on the Brexit issue. Sadly, I didn't get that print order, but actually mine came through the post only 2 days ago, and I looked at it. And direct mail, love it or hate it, guess what? I actually read it. I thought, right, okay, let's read this. And it is a very effective way to get your message out to a large amount of people very quickly and cost effectively. And I think it's important you can actually split this into two parts. You can have the blanket non-personalized mail shot where it's sent out, either delivered door to door, or it is targeted to an audience that you're prospecting perhaps. Or it can be used as an important message to an existing client base where you have got a list of personal details where you want to send either information about products or changes to your business, and that way you can use the direct mail very effectively. And once again, there's an opportunity there. If you've got a small run, that's fine, but if you're sending out lots and lots of personalized products, then it's important to get in touch with somebody who's got a mailing house with automated inserting and individual laser personalization. That way you're actually making the information that you're sending to the client very personal, and it's a very effective way of sending out some nice information to your clients. Thank you very much, everybody, and I've got one or two questions, so I'll try very hard to cover those now.
Okay, I'll read them out for you. Simon asks, I have a very limited budget. What items would you recommend?
Thank you, Simon. I think the important thing with this is to test and measure. Think about your personal business and what you think is going to be best for you to put out as your marketing material. The changes in the printing industry have become so massive now that even a small amount of products shouldn't really need to be that expensive. There's been a lot of changes in the printing industry, and the products really that are available, I've given you a brief description there, but memory sticks perhaps, coasters, and I think you've really got to just test and measure, try something, see how it works for you, and then maybe increase that accordingly or change dependent on how things go.
Okay, thank you. I have another question now from Lucy, and she asks, do you have any other top tips that you can give me when thinking about the promotional items we may choose?
Yes, top tips. Generally, I think the important thing with your business stationery, it's vital that you have good quality business stationery. Once again, going back to the business card issue, if you're sending out letters to clients or even invoices to clients, every time your name is put in front of that client, if it's on something that's not the best of quality, then you're missing an opportunity to show your customer just how good you are. Even posting out envelopes with bills in, if it's branded, then again the client, your visibility is important there. And the other piece of advice actually is to get your identity sorted first. If you want some printing doing, I'm happy to help you as best I can, but it's vital that your logo and your branding and that is all put in place first, and I can point you in the right direction if you need any help with that, but that's vital. Yeah, so the other things to think about, visibility, is perhaps ordering some corporate clothing. Once again, if you've got your own brand and your own jacket and your own t-shirts, then you're really shouting that you're proud of your business, and that it really shows that if you turn up to an office with your clothing nicely branded, then again it shows that you're really professional in your outlook. And yes, just to stress that with the variety of different sorts of products and printing now available, even if you wanted a short run of products, it should not really be massively cost prohibitive. And if anybody wants to discuss or have any help on a one-to-one basis, I'm more than happy to give you the benefit of my advice. I think the other important thing as well, especially in respect of, for example, Christmas cards or calendars or any marketing campaign, it's to plan ahead. Give yourself plenty of time to put everything in place so that you're not scrabbling round at the last minute, trying very hard to fulfill your mission that you chose to accept. If you've got yourself in everything in line in plenty of time, then that will make it easy for you to send it out and be able to sleep at night.
Great, thank you so much, Ralph, for hosting today's webinar. I'll send out a copy of your presentation and your full contact details out to everybody that joined us today. So thank you all for joining us, and we hope you have a great afternoon.
Thanks, Caroline, very much indeed.